So, like, our beneficiaries of our side questing deeds for the last couple of days includes the world's least functional family, the world's least intelligent Moogles, a creepy stalker, a chocobo lady, the
world's stupidest alchemist.
Yep. The con girl who cries or doesn't, but takes our money anyway. Just, you do think that we just maybe ought to be thinking a little bit more carefully about who we're doing homework for? I mean, I'm just saying. None of these really seem like people worth saving.
So what you're saying is that we're enabling horrible people to do horrible things?
Pretty much.
It's almost like we're a Persona protagonist.
Now, on the other hand, we did get to go out on a date, which, depending on how you interpret it, was either the best or the worst date ever.
I mean, it was pretty good steak.
So we're told.
I mean, well, it came from the banquet of the Lord. I have to believe it's a pretty good steak.
It better be, given how much that place has been hyped up.
So, the train schedule kind of fucked me here. Because we have to get all the way up to the Warren, talk to Reddick, and then come all the way back to South Station with only one chronostasis and an hour on the clock.
We're fresh out of EP. I guess you could murder some of the things that wander around everywhere at this stupid hour of the day.
Yeah, the Mayonectins are just wonderful.
And there's a chaos Mayonectin here. He'll give you some EP.
You're right, it would have. If I wasn't more concerned with getting the fuck to the Warren when I recorded this.
But this would have directly helped you. It would have given you a bunch more EP, which would have gotten you to the Warren. I don't see how your priorities are working here.
Panic. It makes people do silly things.
I want you to have this. Take it. It's all yours.
So yeah, in any case, today we're going to do a side quest for some actual, somewhat interesting, somewhat maybe rounded a little bit characters.
Those seeds you're collecting, they're no ordinary seeds. Some people like to call them the seeds of life. The brightly shining little suckers got some spark to them. I tell you.
Well, I mean, they are called soul
Those little critters
seeds.
are the ones who were almost born into this. And, you know.
Oh.
Never mind.
Oh
Why am I
boy,
telling you this anyway?
I guess we'll just have to collect some more to hear the rest of the story.
It's not like this is sketch or suspicious or illegal in any way, so yeah, it's totally fine.
They're like random 4 insider guys who are collecting soul seeds for their mysterious, secretive client.
It's I don't know, I think this is pretty thrilling stuff. I think we can get some good mileage out of it.
Yeah. And it definitely seems entirely on the level.
Every transaction that I've ever had with somebody in an alley who refused to tell me what he wanted was entirely on the level.
Departing from the North Station are expressed to Yusnan. Passengers wishing to travel to the wildlands.
Well, it looks like we're just about gonna make it. But, you really should have killed that guy in the chaos.
Yeah, I probably should have.
Or, this guy.
Yeah, this is about the point I was like, oh fuck, there is no way I am going to make this. And I start killing them.
Oh, great. You again.
Now that I have Ranulph's journal, I know who was behind the murders of his wife and child. You've been running ever since. You even faked your own death.
I knew someone would make me. You got me. So you know everything. Yeah, I did it. I killed his family. I took the lives of his beautiful wife and daughter. All for a little money. The one who hired me had a rival business, and he wanted Ranulph out of the game. He's long gone, though. Passed away some time ago.
After you took care of business for this man, did you also steal the journal?
Again, that was me. Years after the incident, something happened to Ranulph. One day, he just seemed to forget the whole thing ever happened. I thought it was a lucky break on my part. I figured it was the best thing for all of us.
But why didn't you just dispose of it? It would have been easier than giving it to someone for safekeeping. And if it links you to the crime, why help me find it?
Guilt. I was too much of a coward to turn myself in, but I think I was waiting for someone to figure it out. I wanted this day to come. I'm tired of running. Turn me in, arrest me, do what you want.
It's not up to me to decide your punishment. Not even the Order. I'd say it's up to
Well, I
Renoff.
mean, the Order is basically the police, so I'm gonna go with it's probably actually up to them.
Retribution.
Yeah, they've got this city on lockdown.
Assuming, of course, that there's any such thing
Don't
as
tell my son about
a
this.
statute of limitations.
That's all I ask.
Who's your son?
Name's Marlon. He's my stepson. A good kid. He's nothing like me.
Oh,
He's
but
on
a
the
twist.
Marlon.
Yeah, what a
He's not
twist.
baker by any chance, is he?
Oh no, but his son is the baker that Renolf loves so much.
Money on a regular basis. You know.
Oh man,
He has a good heart.
just when this side quest wasn't actually interesting enough.
A boy like him.
It's still not actually interesting.
Oh, I don't know. This is a little bit more engaging than some of the other shit that we've been doing over the last day.
True, though this is a little too neatly tied up.
We just had an entire conversation where, like, more or less every line of dialogue was actually about something, and nobody was just waffling, and it revolved around somewhat of an interesting judgment dilemma. And you know, there's meat on this bone. I can work with this. The game would be a net massive improvement if more of its side quests had that, though, anywhere near that amount of density of stuff. Am I wrong?
Eh. I'll go half credit on that.
I can agree with your point that the game would be improved, but I still wouldn't say that that was a very engaging quest. Like, it had all the right elements, but it was very flat.
No, honestly, I was mostly praising that one specific conversation as an element of this. I mean, obviously, yeah, there's been some bullshit in the rest of this quest, but you know, even in the rest of it, there've been developments, and there was like interesting stuff. Like the whole journal arc was like, well, this took a turn, didn't it?
No, but I will agree that if more quests were like that specific conversation, then it would be a lot more interesting. Or they would be a lot more interesting in general, as opposed to, you know, money for fake crime.
Also, come on, Alex, this is the second time you've let a Chaos Neonexon go.
Yeah, but I've got everything I need now. We're literally walking up to the dude right now.
But what if you didn't make it? I'd be, just a little bit concerned at this point.
I mean, it's only, 16 minutes left in the day.
I haven't been able to bake today.
So hey, it's nice of him to be here at like 5:40 in the morning.
Never mind, I'll just have extras tomorrow. You won't have to wait that long, I promise. I'll be back later.
Oh, isn't he such a good
I
kid?
decided to tell Renoff the truth. The cold, harsh, unforgiving truth of his past. Even though it could cause him to lose a dear friend. Renoff, I know who killed your family.
Why
He
why
lives
did we
right
just
here
have that
in Los
narration?
Angeles. He's been in hiding
Why would it
since he
cause him
committed
to
that
lose a
crime.
friend?
Are you sure?
Oh, the kid.
Yeah, the kid had nothing to do
Man's
with it.
name
Well,
is
no,
Reddick.
remember the kid is the guy who
Was in the Warren
the guy
for
who killed
obvious reasons.
Rodolph's family. That the
Found out
kid
something
is his
else about him,
son.
too.
I'm aware,
I'm
but
not
that's
sure you really want to hear it.
I don't know. It seems like a tangential thought.
It's the kind of thing that just the way that humans work. The association is strong.
All right. This
Humans
Reddick,
really
he
like
has a
associating
family.
things.
He has a stepson. His name. It's Marlon.
What? You mean my Marlon?
What are you going to do? Are you going to inform the Order of this information that's come to light? Or do you want to take matters into your own hands?
I'd rather not do anything. I just want to continue spending my days just like this. Nothing more.
Oh, so this entire thing was a waste of our time. Excellent.
Days left.
Entirely.
You
So some people do know that there are only a few days left in the world.
Rather Marlon didn't know.
I don't think he knows
Imagine
that.
what it would be like to find out your father is
I
a
just
killer.
think it might kind of have reflected a little
Marlon's innocent.
on the worth of
What would be the
things.
point of burdening him with this sort of knowledge? Smile as we
Like,
kick
if
him
anything,
down.
I'd say that this whole thing it constitutes a development arc for this guy.
I don't want revenge.
That's true.
I also don't want to be the reason Marlon loses his father.
Like, there's a story here.
I'll respect your wishes. The case has already been closed, and the suspect declared dead. No reason to bring him back to life now.
Thank you. My family would have wanted it this way. I can almost feel them smiling at me from above. Besides, I wouldn't want anything like this to stop Marlon from baking those delicious muffins of his.
Ah, and there's the levity to diffuse the situation.
Chronicle my life in my journal, but only about the precious moments I spent with my wife and daughter. I just want to document my memories. I want to leave proof of their existence.
The scenery today is the same as yesterday, but for Ranulph...
Yeah,
nothing is the
let's
same.
not tell him that none of
His
his
entire
proof
world
is going to
changed.
endure after the last
The
6
past
days.
can never be undone. Yet, he has chosen to exempt a stranger from punishment.
You know, this entire
Did not
side quest
save
could
him,
have existed
just
as like an
someone to
episode
remind him
in
of his
a
strength
PI
and
show,
courage.
including with this ending narration.
Most of the best side quests could have existed as an episode of some show.
But hey, we did it. We are finally done with all of this bullshit.
And we got a really good garb out of it.
It's nearly 6.
I mean, that's pretty much the whole justification for reading the journal, actually. It's got nothing to do with any kind of moral decision. It's just that, you know, if you don't read the journal, you can't get the clothes, and that would be a violation of our deepestly held completionist beliefs. And we can't have that. That would just be wrong. I noticed that in that 15 minutes we've changed.
You that rules over all life.
I mean, you gotta look fabulous to present faith to your god.
Nope, no extra side quest for you. You've got to do main plot. How I love that the cape's billowing, even though there's like I don't think there's supposed to be any wind in here.
Yeah,
So Vanilla
you know,
seems wild.
fashion physics.
I'm
Don't
glad.
question it.
I remember her, you know, from way back when.
Anyway, Hope has nothing new to say, so we're just gonna grab our goodies and then check out our new Garbs.
Technically, even when Hope does have something new to say, he doesn't have something new to say. Hey.
So yeah, Army of One is, we'll probably see it tomorrow, but it's basically, it functions exactly like it did in the original. It's just now it's an EP move you can use at any time.
Well, that's something.
So hey, Dragoon. They didn't give it beatdown.
Yep.
I don't know what else there is necessary to say. You didn't give Dragoon the ability that gives it jump.
What the fuck?
Blue Mage is functionally identical to the ninja one. It has Thundaga and Eroga instead of Faraga and Blazzaga.
Eh.
Soldier of Peace is a very good attacking garb. Shadow Bind is fucking useless, but it has Artemis arrows, which turns Heavy Slash into the best physical attack in the game.
Yep. It's quite situational, but you know, I don't like it, but mostly that's just because of its clothing options.
And Dark Knight is... it comes with Super Blitz and Super Heavy Slash, and they cost HP to use because it's the fucking Dark Knight. What did you expect?
Ah, at least a Dark Knight garb is more like a Dark Knight than a Dragoon is like a Dragoon.
It's very Dark Knight. Like, it fits.
Yeah, anyway, the Soldier of Peace one sucks because you can only change like a tiny bit of colour on it.
So yeah, next time, we're headed back to the Wildlands. See you then.